Hello everybody. Today I have some happy mail to share with you, and I just have to tell you that this is the second time I've had to record this. There is something wrong with my other SD card, and when I recorded opening this lovely happy mail, I can't get it onto the computer, so I'm having to do it again. I'm so very sorry, Gail. This sort of thing rarely happens to me, and I'm embarrassed that it's happened, but I can't do anything about it. I was putting things away while I was trying to upload it onto the computer, so things aren't exactly how they were sent. I've tried to put them back exactly how they were, but you know, I was like, some of the things I have put into bags and things like that, so I will just go through it as best I can. It really is a beautiful happy mail, and it starts off with a gorgeous card that Gail sent, and I was not expecting this happy mail at all. It was a lovely surprise yesterday. I opened it up this morning because it came just before my son got home from school. I did it very early this morning, I started doing it before he went to school and finished after he'd gone. But anyway, this is the beautiful card. Isn't that lovely? The butterflies just interlock wings there. It's just lovely. And I'll read the card to you. Jeanette, it's been a long time and I didn't get to enter your challenge. So I wanted to send you a few things I think you will be able to use. I couldn't pass them up, but there was so much material. From these curtains I had to share with one of my first friends on YouTube. I can't believe it's about 5 years. I can't do what you do, but at least I can share my goodies. Hugs, Gail. And Gail is FAVAof4 on YouTube. And how lovely is that? And yes, it's been such a long time since we started talking on YouTube. 5 years, oh my goodness. I think it's 6 years in a couple of months that I actually first made my channel, or did the first video. I think it's about in July I made my channel, and August I think was when I've put my very first video up, and that was 6 years. So I met Gail shortly after that, so that's lovely, Gail. And I do try to get over to Gail's channel now and then. It's kind of hard when you are subscribed to a lot of people, as I'm sure all of you know. You can't watch every video everybody puts up, but I do make a point of going over there every so often and watching some of her videos, and she's a lovely lady. I'll put a link to her channel in the description box below. She's so kind-hearted, and if you watch her videos, she'll just make you smile. She's funny, she's just lovely. She's very eclectic too. And these are some of the lovely things that she sent me. Firstly, she sent some flowers that she made, and they're really, really beautiful. There we go. These are the 3 flowers that she sent me, and oh, let me just check because there's no... Oh, okay, we'll bring them this way just a little bit, and then you'll be able to see them. And aren't they gorgeous? This one's actually got like a wired ribbon around it, which you can sort of position any way you care to. And isn't that a clever idea? And then she's got this lovely open weave pink fabric and a chiffon, a crepe kind of floral fabric. It's just beautiful with a really pretty doily on the back. And then this one here, isn't that gorgeous? And I use flowers like this to put on top of boxes and on top of jars and things like that. Isn't that a pretty colour? Love those little stamens in the centre as well. And then we have this one here, which she's made a little centerpiece, and then there's some a crocheted flower and this lovely pink and blue lace underneath there. Thank you so much for those flowers, Gail. They're really beautiful. And like I said, they'll go on top of some sort of box or jar or something. Next up we have, I'm just trying to remember what was in, one of the packages was wrapped up in some fabric and this beautiful flower was around it. So I will keep that and do something with that. Thank you. Gail sent some stick pins for me and she popped them into this flower, and I think that is such a wonderful idea. It's actually a clip, a hair clip or a pin, and they were all the way around, but I've just put them on one side. Like I said, I was packing things up. And that is such a good idea. She's just literally just poked the stick pins into the flower so that nobody gets hurt. That is such a good idea. And I think there was, oh yes, and she also sent a tube of stick pins for me to use as well. Thank you so much, Gail. What was this little bag? Oh my goodness, Gail. And I think this butterfly was on it because I see a little mark here, and I'm thinking it was that they were together but they weren't joined together. So she's made a beautiful dimensional butterfly there with all this lovely beaded spray around it. And I have like a little nest thing that I put all this beaded spray and things and birds and things to the side of my desk. I might just put that in with those things. And this gorgeous, gorgeous little bag. Look at this. And it came with all these little like coasters or doilies. And this is... it's Belgium, handmade Belgium lace, and it's a little hanging bag. It hangs like that, and it's got a little tie at the back as well. So, you know, you could do that, but it sits on the desk really nicely like that. Look at that. I thought, wouldn't it be nice to make something like that for somebody as well? It just sits up there ever so nicely, and it's full of treasures. It has a beautiful cameo on the front there. And like I said, I'm pretty sure, because there's glue on the back there and there's a little spot there. I think that may have gone there. Look at the treasures, apart from the four little, I think six little coasters. And wouldn't these be beautiful in like a boho or gypsy book? Oh, so nice. And we have a little tiara. So many lovely things in here. A beautiful bracelet, and this was actually it was wound around something like that, one of the other pieces of fabric, but a beautiful crystal bracelet. They're all crystals and they're just gorgeous. And we have a lovely strip of cameos, and that's like on like oh, what is it, acetate or something? Oh, not acetate, sorry, acrylic. Isn't it pretty? So we have that one there. We have a lovely piece. I think it was perhaps a necklace or something like that. It's just beautiful. All the glass beads and the crystal beads, and they're all like on copper. The wire is like a copper colour. It's really beautiful. And look at this. Oh, it's so, so pretty. Little bows with love hearts for the bow part. Isn't that beautiful? And a love heart trim. Absolutely beautiful. And those love hearts are metal on the back. And look at this. I think this may have come off a garment of some kind, but it looks really vintage and I love the look of it. I absolutely love that. Thank you, Gail. You've been so kind, so generous. Goodness. Look at this. This is more of the love heart trim, and it's such a big piece. Isn't it beautiful? It really is lovely. And then there's a number of pieces of chain to use. There's also it's another piece of chain. There's some lobster clasps as well. There's a larger one. There's two smaller ones. go. A necklace part or something to, you know, a loop that you can hang things off. A couple of more clasps there. So she sent all those. Isn't that just lovely? And like I said, I'm so sorry this isn't the original when I opened it, but I still absolutely love it. I really do. I was so surprised. Gorgeous, gorgeous little treasure bag, isn't it? It's just beautiful. Look at that. So pretty. And a tiara. So she sent that, and that's gorgeous. And look at this. She sent me a little shoe pincushion that I adore. I absolutely love this, Gail. Look at that little shoe. Isn't it beautiful? It's so lovely. And she has some satin trim around it with some mesh bling and little face here and a love heart at the back there, and these gorgeous stick pins that she's used. Look at that, it's like abalone or something. It's just lovely, and there's a butterfly. Love this one. It reminds me of a fairy or something like that. It's just beautiful. I love how you've done that, Gail. And then this one over here has a flower on the top and such pretty pink and blue and purple beads in it as well. It's just lovely. So beautiful. Thank you so much for that. But the shoe, look at the shoe. Isn't it darling? I just love it. I really do. And I'd already popped this into my cabinet. So I had to get it out of my cabinet so I could show you. It's just lovely. Love that. Absolutely love that. And then there's a lovely piece of wedding. It's off like the bodice part of a wedding dress. Isn't that a gorgeous colour? Thank you so much for sharing that, Gail. It's just beautiful. And I just want to... Yes, we're still going. I don't know how long this records for. This beautiful little gold and cream bag. Isn't it cute? Look at that. It's just lovely. And inside, and like I said, I think this is what was in this little bag. It's this beautiful dusty pink lace. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's got a beautiful, I'm not sure if it's silver or gold thread through it, but it's really, really pretty. Oh, it's strange not being able to see what I'm recording. Then she sent me some dyed cheesecloth. I'm not sure if it's avocado or tea dyed, but it's really nice. And this is a lot stronger than the cheesecloth that I get here. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. That's probably why it's doubled over. Ah, I see. It still feels a bit... Ours tends to fall apart very easily, but this one seems to have a little bit more substance to it. Ah, that's really nice, and I love the colours in it that you've done. Look at that, isn't it nice? Very vintage looking. So thank you for sharing that with me, Gail. And then we have... Oh my goodness, I haven't seen anything like this. This is like coiled wire, and it's ever so delicate, and I don't know what it's called. If you pull it, you can straighten it out. I'm just trying to think what I can show it against, so you might be able to see it. You may be able to see it better on that. Oh, I hope so. If you can look, you might just be able to see coils. But isn't it pretty? I don't know what it's called, but I really like it. So she sent me that as well. Just pop that there so it doesn't catch on the lace. And this beautiful piece of lace that looks like it's come off a garment of some kind. I know Gail loves to do her thrift shopping. She loves to find things, and she finds a lot of beautiful things. So thank you very much for that, Gail. That's really pretty, and it's very soft. I even like that fabric behind it. It's very, very soft. So there was that, and that's that little bag as well. And okay, so I'll just put these to one side, put those back in there, because I was kind of packing everything up when I realized that I had to re-record it again. Where can I put? I don't want it to catch on the lace. I'll just pop it over there. So I'll just move these out of the way a little bit, because the others I've put into bags ready to be kept nice. Okay, I'll just pop those to the side. And she sent a lot of things. Oh, she did, and they're really lovely. So the first things she sent are these two beautiful doilies. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Sorry, I've got the hiccups. Really beautiful, and a white one. Aren't they just gorgeous? I love those. I really love them, and they're on this, like, it's like a waffle weave fabric, and with beautiful cotton crochet work around the edge. Oh, they're beautiful. So there's the white one, and then there's, it looks like it may have been tea stained or something, but they're just beautiful. Thank you so much, Gail. They're gorgeous. Just, oh, so lovely, aren't they? So there's those that she sent, and then she sent me some fabric, curtain fabrics. Like she said, she shared pieces with me, and they're lovely. Look at this. This is wonderful. This is great for flowers. I've been looking for, you know, these types of fabrics that don't fray so easily. Like, I've got quite a few fabrics that do fray easily, but these don't. So these are perfect for what I've been looking for. And that's a beautiful musty pink. It's lovely, isn't it? It's really lovely. And then there's, oh, these, look, there's these two panels. Can you see that? That may have come off either a curtain or a tablecloth. Beautiful flower design on them, and there's two of those that she sent. And then I think this may have come off the same thing. It's just a bit of border. Isn't it pretty? I love the scrolls on that. I really do love these beautiful scrolls. Thank you so much, Gail. Oh, this one is just beautiful. So nice. And I think it may have come off a tablecloth. And look at this beautiful embroidery work here. I know there's a name. I know a couple of ladies have told me the name, but I've completely forgotten what that style of embroidery is, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's so dimensional. Look at that. Can you see? I hope you can. I really do. It's really beautiful though. And then at this side is this lace, and it's as light as a feather. It's just gorgeous with a beautiful design on it. Really, really, really pretty. It's got the three like berries just like on here. So it's really lovely, isn't it? It's very kind of you to share that, because that's a beautiful piece. And then she has sent some lovely, like, peachy pink kind of fabric, and it's a nice thicker fabric, and I'm sure that will come in very handy. And you know, it's lovely for if you've got a lace to go over it or something like that as well. Really pretty. And then this beautiful pink piece of doily. Isn't that lovely? It's really, really lovely, and it reminds me of the colours that Ruby uses in her work. It's just really vibrant, isn't it? It's beautiful. And then, oh, look at this. This is like a happy daisy print, and it's really pretty. It's on like a mesh tulle with flocking daisies on it. They're really pretty. They're like all flocked, but daisies always make me smile. They're such a happy flower, aren't they? Love that, Gail. Thank you so much. That's so pretty. Really delicate and really pretty. It's lovely. Ever so slight, I think, unless that's my eyes, it just seems a little bit pinkish. Especially when you fold it a bit, it just seems to be a little bit pinkish. Can you see that? Oh, I never noticed that before. Beautiful, really beautiful. And then there's this curtaining fabric here also. And like I said, beautiful pieces. Oh, I love the back of this one as well. Look, it's got that that lining fabric, and it's got like little polka dots on it. So both sides of this are very usable. Look at that gorgeous musty pink. It's just, oh, it's lovely. Love that one. Thank you so much. And just let me, I'll check this, make sure it's still recording. I got this camera three years ago almost for my birthday, and I haven't used it much at all, and I should use it, but it's got no flip screen. That's probably why I don't use it very often. I have to set a mirror up there or something. Then there's this piece of fabric. Isn't it lovely? Look at that. I love that. That's gorgeous, and I love the colour of it. And that looks like it could have been another piece of curtaining fabric as well. It's just beautiful. You get some gorgeous curtains over there. We don't seem to have the variety here that you have. Like the curtaining places around here, they don't have fancy curtains. They're just mesh curtains is what they would have more than anything. Look at this. Isn't this pretty? It's gorgeous. And I do recall seeing one of these butterflies. I think she dyed a piece up or something. Aren't they lovely? There's a yellow one, and there's a blue one, and then there's plain butterflies. Oh, that's a bit hard to see. Hang on, I'll get this out for a moment and put that there. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Really pretty butterflies. And then a border down the end there. It's really lovely. And, oh, this gorgeous, it's a valance from a quilt, I think. Because you can see where the quilt has been cut off here. And as soon as I saw this, I thought, wow, wouldn't that make a good bag? You know, like a tote bag or something, a shoulder tote bag. Kind of gather in that end a little bit and have a strap. It's got this lovely gathered lace around it. And then as I was going through the package, there was another piece. And I think they must have gone together or something, because this is the quilting here. So I'm thinking, I could be wrong, but isn't it pretty? That's this was wrapped around this. It was rolled up like that, and it had, oh, I forgot to show you. I did, because I'd put it in my pincushion. Almost forgot, didn't I? This glorious, glorious stick pin that Gail sent, because that was inside here, and I think the tube of stick pins was in here as well. Isn't it beautiful? She's got this lovely silver love heart and all these fancy beads going down. A lovely metal piece with a cameo and a flower. It's really, really pretty. Thank you so much for that, Gail. I love these big, long stick pins, and they seem to be quite popular at the moment. I'll have to... I know I've got some long stick pins, or hat pins I think they are, that I was sent. They're in my cabinet. I cannot remember who sent them to me though, unfortunately, but I might have to have a hand at making some of these, because I think Jane Marge makes long stick pins, and Ruby makes long stick pins, so that was presented beautifully inside of that quilting with that flower around it. And we're not finished yet. Another bag of fabric. I'm just going to move these ones over so I can pop them back in the bag. Okay, look at this. Isn't it just beautiful? It's absolutely gorgeous. Yep, we're in frame. Oh, what's it doing? Oh, I may have to stop. I think the battery's running down. Just a moment. Okay. Oh, goodness, I have so many wires and extension cords and plugs. I've plugged this in here. The cable for the camera is ridiculously short. It's not as long as my arm, so I've got an extension lead hanging over the pole so I can plug the camera in so I can continue. It's just ridiculous how many power cords and things are in this room. It's anyway. I'm learning. This curtain, isn't it beautiful? Look at that gorgeous design on that. It's just beautiful, Gail. Thank you so much for sharing that. And it also has a scallop on this side as well, which is really pretty, and it's nice and thick, the scallop. And once again, this beautiful a fabric that I can use to make flowers and things, because it doesn't fray, which is really wonderful. I love the floral print on that. It's just lovely. Thank you. And then, oh, this is beautiful. Look at this. It's really, really, yep, really, really lovely. And she has sent 2 pieces of this one, which is really beautiful because it's a gorgeous curtain. Look at that. It's so pretty. And it's in this really like soft old white colour. And then you have the applique further up the curtain. So nice, that one. I absolutely love that. Thank you so much, Gail. Thank you. It's really pretty, isn't it? It's just such a nice soft colour, that old white colour. And then there's this piece here, which has these beautiful floral appliques. They're in a cotton fabric. Look at that, isn't it lovely? And it goes all the way down. Oh, did that move? This camera is actually heavier than my other camera, so I'm going to have to get my husband to help me work something more stable to hold it, because it's, I don't want it falling, that's for sure. Thank you very much for that, Gail. We'll have fun with that. And it has a scalloped edge down the side as well. And then look at this. This is a real white, isn't it? It's almost blue white. Look at this one. Do we have, where's that piece of fabric? Oh, it's a bit hard to see the design of it, so I'll put that down. And there we go, look at that, isn't that beautiful? It's such a lovely, there's the scalloped edge down there, and then it goes up and you have another scallop, and there's the top of the curtain there. Wonderful, and it's really quite thick and heavy. Thank you so much for that. It's beautiful. Oops. And then I'm probably better off standing up, and then I can see what I'm putting in the shot. That would be a good idea. Look at this. I love this. It's such a heavy lace for a curtain, and I've never come across that in Australia. Not that weight. It's just beautiful. And it's just, see, I hope you can kind of get an idea how thick that actually is. And that's the bottom of a curtain, and it's just beautiful, isn't it? Thank you so much, Gail. It's really lovely. At least I think it's from a curtain. Maybe it was a tablecloth. Just because it's got a strange angle on the edge there. It's lovely. And then there is this piece here. Oh, I must not forget that. And this was wrapping something up, and it's a huge piece of curtaining. And it has a scalloped edge down the bottom there. And that is the design there. It's a really big piece. I can't kind of undo it all. It's really lovely. Very nice for if you're doing fabric books and things, like covering the actual page up. It's very good for that. But it had something quite special inside of it that I will show you. I almost forgot. Goodness. Because I hung it up. But Gail has sent me, look at this. She has decorated a coat hanger. Let me just take it off there. That might be easier. Like, she's put a cover on a coat hanger with black lace. Yes, and it's covered in black velvet. And then she's put all this edging across the bottom of it. She's hung a lovely ribboned necklace around the hanger, which is really lovely. And on it, I hope I can, I'll probably put it against the fabric, might be easier. She has put like a little shrug top, little black lace shrug top with a beautiful black satin bow. Can you see that? It's got short sleeve. And what I thought I would do was, I had the thought to change up my dress form, you know, for seasons or special occasions and things like that. Once I'm settled in my room more, that's what I want to do. So I will be able to use that to dress her up, perhaps for winter or something like that. But it was on this lovely, lovely covered coat hanger, and that was such a surprise to receive. Yes, I thought I might do my dress form like for Christmas and Valentine's and all those sorts of holiday things. So that's how it looked when I got it. Really, really pretty, isn't it? So I'll have to keep my eye out for a fancy skirt or something, or something to put underneath that for my dress form. Oh, I'm glad I remembered to show you that. What is next? And finally, after all that, she sent me these, I'm not quite sure whether it's yarn or whether it's actually, I think it's yarn because it's tied at the ends, but look at this. It's really strange. It's really strange stuff. My camera's flashing and I don't know why. I can't quite see what it says. Something about the SD card. I hope it's not full. Oh, it might be. Okay. It shouldn't be though. I emptied it. I'll be quick. This strange yarn, she sent me that in purple and in aqua, and it will be just beautiful in a bohemian or gypsy style book to use. It's really interesting stuff, isn't it? Look, you just stretch it out. It's wonderful. Thank you, Gail. And then lastly, she has sent me these gorgeous trims. Look at that. These tassel trims. That one has a lovely scalloped edge on it and gorgeous colour. Really gorgeous colour. Then there's that's the end of that one. Nice generous piece. And then this one here, it's still stitched on one side, but as you can see, you pull that stitching and it gives you your fringing. So she sent me that one as well. And she also sent it in this, it's like a chocolate brown colour, I would say. It's almost got a burgundy kind of tinge to it, but look how fluffy it is. It's just gorgeous. So she sent me 2 pieces of that as well. Very, very kind of you, Gail. What a beautiful happy mail this was to receive. Absolutely a wonderful, wonderful surprise. Look at that. Look at that. A wonderful surprise from such a lovely lady, and I do appreciate it all. It's just, it's all beautiful, all really beautiful. It gets my mind going, and I'm so sorry that it's, you know, it's not the original opening video. I will get this camera sorted out over the next day or so. I'll get some help from my husband to build a proper setup for this camera so I can edit on my newer computer, which was the plan all along when I got the computer, but it wasn't compatible with this camera that I've had for quite a few years now, and it's still a good camera. It's just, it's the oldest style, so it's not compatible with my new one for some reason. It puts fuzzy lines through everything, and I've tried everything. I've tried changing the I and the P on the settings, and it doesn't want to cooperate. So it's been a wonderful camera, and I hope I can still use it for something. But this one up here may be my new camera to use, and I'll just have to work out a good setup for it. So thank you for watching today, everybody, and thank you so much, Gail, for this wonderful, wonderful happy mail that you've sent me. It really made me happy. Thank you, and do pay Gail a visit. Don't forget, I'll put her link in the description box below. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.